Hello guys, welcome all of you again. This is a continuous series of my previous video. So in my previous video, we have created this project for uploading image in database, and also we have seen how we can fetch that image from the database. So you can see here we have created a entity class here. So where is my entity? Yes, this is on this entity. Just I am quick recap it. So this is entity. We have taken ID, name, address, date of birth, and profile image. So how we can upload this? The main agenda is the how we can upload this profile image to database, and again how we can fetch this image from the database. So first we are storing the image in our class path in src and main web app. Inside web app we have created a folder of images, and inside the images all the inside this images folder all the image will stored. So we have this id has auto generated, and we are passing the name, address, dov, profile image from the postman, and that image will stored in the postman database. So this is the controller class. So in controller this is the save data for the, when we are calling this save data url or mapping, and we are passing the student object from the postman, and also we are passing the image, the multi-part file from the postman. Then this is the code for saving the data in database and also storing the image file in our class path folder. And this is the API for the fetching the data by ID. So or single student object will fetch, and this is the API for fetching the image only. So by passing the ID, we can, if we will pass the, suppose we are passing the ID 1, so ID 1 student image profile image will be display here. And this is the API for when you are passing the uh, to fetch the all student details. Okay, so these are these things we have created in our previous tutorial, and in this tutorial we will create API for. So now in this video we are passing the image from the UI. So in previous tutorial we are passing the image from the postman, and how we are storing the image in database and fetching the image. But in this tutorial we will pass the image, we will create a simple UI, and how we can pass that image from the UI user interface, that is front end. So and how we can store that image in backend in database, we will see in this video. Okay, so we'll create a simple UI pages for that. So for that, our first things we need to do, that is the we need to change our rest control. That is, if we will mention, if we will pass the image from the UI, then we need the controller first. Okay, so this is the controller. So import this one. Okay, and then for testing, we are creating a page and we return the page here. Okay, so in our web app folder, we will create a folder for view UI. Suppose we create a folder view, and inside that view all the image will store. So first we will create a page, suppose home. So we will create a JSP page here, file. We are using a JSP for viewing technology. Okay, so for JSP page, and all the pages should be present in this view folder only. This is the JSP file. Next, suppose this is home.jsp. And this statement will print from the JSP. Okay, and will return the JSP here, home.jsp, and from this JSP page we'll in a body tag h2 welcome to image uploading app in Springboot. Okay, so just save it and run the application. Run a Spring Boot app. Okay, so this is for testing. This API is for testing only. So our JSP viewing is working or not. Okay, so already Tomcat has started. So just relaunch the application. No need to start again. Application has started. You can see. So just go to Chrome and localhost 8080. Page not found. So here we have got the error page not found. So Spring Boot directly cannot identify the JSP. So we need to add on dependency for JSP. Okay. So just I have already downloaded. You can download the dependency from the Maven, but I think I have already stored this. Sorry, I have not the dependency. And also we need to add this prefix and suffix for viewing technology. So just go to the properties file, and in properties file you need to add this to uh, prefix and suffix. Whereas our pages, so any pages are inside views, and this is our extension of the page. So which type of page it is, and if we'll mention here in JSP, we need not to mention here this JSP. Okay, only home. If we'll pass the only home, it will automatically detect this things from the application properties. And another thing is Tomcat Jasper. So for JSP page, we need to add this Tomcat Jasper. So just go to the browser and Tomcat Jasper ambient repo. So this dependency we need to add for JSP page. Otherwise, JSP will not detect. Tomcat Jasper. Okay, this one. Okay. So any version you can take, no issue. So just take some previous version because this is the constant stable version. So this is Tomcat Jasper. Let's copy it and paste in our dependency section in the pom.xml. Okay, and save it. It will download this Tomcat Jasper from the Maven. Just wait, it is downloading the source code. Okay, now it is successfully built. Just relaunch the program. Yes, our application is started. Just go to the browser and hit this URL. Okay, so you can see here we have got the output. Welcome to image uploading app in Spring. That means our application is configured with JSP now. So our next task is for send the all this data, the student object from the UI. We need to create a simple UI, and from that UI we will pass that all the data. Okay, so now we'll create a simple UI. Okay, so just registration page will create. Just go to view and create another JSP file for registration. JSP next register dot JSP. Enter. So ID is our auto generated. So now we'll take the name. Enter the name. Input. Sorry. So we need to create a form first. Inside that form we'll create all these things. Form. Okay. Action equal to slash. What is the our sorry. So what is the URL for save data? So this is for save data. So this is the URL for saving the data. Method equal to post. Okay, and input type equal to text. Name equal to name. Or ID equal to name. Okay, I'm just at a beer tag. So what are the other fields are there? Just go to that entity here. So name, address, JV, profile image. Okay. So name and another one is address and enter the DOB. This one DOB and this is the profile image. Choose the profile image. Input type equal to this one is file. So here we need to mention the encoding type for file. Encoding type equal to multipart or form data. Okay. ID equal to profile image. So button, this one submit. So this is the form. So just uh, relaunch the application and test in the UI. Just go to browser and so to getting the form, we can add a URL a link here in our home page. A href equal to slash register form, and we need to create a handler for this. Okay, click here for registration. Okay, we need to create a handler for opening the registration form. Public string register, return this registered JSP. And this is the mapping, get mapping, and this is the register form. Okay, just relaunch it. Just go to browser and refresh it. So here one button will create link. Yes, now our form will display here. So just fill up it. Bhubaneswar. So DB you can give here. Choose file. So we'll choose a file from download. Okay, any file you can select. Okay, welcome JPG, submit. Okay, just go to the ID. What is the error? Multiple request is not a multi-part request. Okay, so what we'll do? So just what is the error? Just check the error again. Uh, internal server error. Okay, so multi-part data exception occurs. Just do one thing here. In registered the JSP here given space form data ID. Okay, so make it instead of text, make it date. Okay, so since we are passing the date, so instead of text, make this field as type is date, and here is we are passing the form data. Okay, just save it and run the program. So we are relaunching the application again. Just go to the UI and test whether it is working or not. You can see now it is coming as a date format. Okay, so just enter the field, any date, just choose for testing purpose. Now choose your image and register. So bad look, it is showing the battery. That means our data is not going from front end to back end. This is the submit button. This is the no issue, but submit. And another thing is you need to take a image field here, name equal to, because the data going to the front end to back end in this name only. From name field it will fetch. Okay, save data and name equal to image equal to, in this field data will go to this controller here. Data will come to this image field in the request param object. Just relaunch the application and test it again. Submit. Not found. What is the code? So here we are using the scenes controller, we should use a response body also for printing the data, but data is going to the database, I think. Response body, just check in database. Yes, our data is already coming to the image is coming, but another fields are not coming here. So just do one thing, mention the name for every field. Name equal to, what is the field we have given, name, and name equal to address, because in this name field only data is going from backend to front end. DOV. Okay, and I mentioned here the response body. Just relaunch it and test it again. Click for registration, name Arun, address Bhubaneswar, date of birth, and it just choose the date of birth for testing. Choose an image. Yes. So finally we got the data here. That means our data is successfully going to the database and also saving in the yes, saving in database with all the field also. Yes, so we got the this is our last data. Okay, and for displaying in UI you can create a simple UI also here. Just for displaying the data you can create a page here inside that view. Other this is JSP file for display.jsp, and from controller just return this, just delete this response body and return this display. Or we can do one thing for sending the data, we can take it as student. We need to pass the student object, so we can create a session also, or on this session we can add that student also, or we can take the model and view object also to send the data from backend to front end. uh, model and view. Just input model and view. So we need to create the object of model and view also here. Model and view mb equal to new model and view, and here uh, mb dot set view name. Set view name is register and mb dot add attribute or add object. You can add the object here. Add object, save student, right? This is our object. Okay, so we have added that object here and return this mb object. So this mb object will take the data as well as the view name, and in register object we can in this display a page we just print this uh, object will print here. What is the object? Object which is comes from the backend. This is saved student data. We have added this object. Just relaunch the application and uh, test it. Okay, so data is already successfully inserting here. You can see, and From controller, what we are returning, display. Sorry, this not the register, is display. Sir, returning the display page, not the register page. Okay, so it is going to the display page, but since we have not given anything here, so this is the display page. And here we can write that is L ignored equal to false. Okay. Because sometimes this EL language will be avoid, or it will not be detected by the JSP. So we need to make it false. Is EL ignored? Yes. So it is now going to the display page. So one thing here we need to add this object properly. So mb dot add object attribute value and name. Okay. So this is our this is our object. We need to add this object here. Okay. Now it will face that object there. Just save it. Relaunch the application. So we need to pass that saved student data to the front end. So okay. So it's, from saved student data, it's come to this key and it will uh, go to the that display page. Okay. This is not equal to false. Okay. Just save it and relaunch the application. And it will redirect to the display page. Just go to the browser and just refresh it. Uh, Sorry, Gaurav. Address is Bhubaneswar. Date of birth, and it just give a sample date of birth and choose a image, profile image, any image. Submit. Okay. So So now you can see it is redirected to display page and already displaying the data. So you can customize the display page according to your requirement by creating a table. There is separate part, that is that the UI designing, but I am not learning of the UI part. Just I am mm, teaching you the backend, how we can send the data from, how we can upload the data in backend, and how we can process the data, and how we can send the data from the backend to the front end. This is our main focus. Okay, and in this way we can also displaying the data by fetching the data. You can also return here this from the same way. Here also we can take the model and view return type, and also we can fetch the object from the database. Here also we can send fetch the data. Here also we can fetch data, and we can print the data in the form of model and view object, or we can directly return the page. So we need to create separate page for list of data print, list of data, student data, for single data, for image processing. So we need to create that separate page for that. So if we want to return a if we want to return the value image from backend to front end, so we'll create another video for that. This is video contains only how can we take the image input from the UI. So we have created a simple UI here, and we are accepting that UI with the data field, also the image field, and we are processing it in our backend part. Okay, so this is the processing part in backend. Okay, so this is all about in this video tutorial. So thank you guys, and if you think that you have got some knowledge from this video, please like and share the video with your friends, and please subscribe the channel, by which I can motivate and I can make more and more video on this topic. Okay, so thank you.